What's up, y'all? Me, it's me, Broman 2.0, and yeah, we gonna be reading like another chapter of Ruby the Astral Hunter, and hold on real quick, hold on, y'all, hold on. All right, so yeah, so like I was saying, was right, I'm pretty much back, but yeah, we're pretty much gonna be reading another chapter of Ruby the Astral Hunter, Ruby the Astral Hunter, and the chapter we're gonna be reading is Ruby the Astral Hunter, book 1, chapter 11. And and I do got Ben the Old Man here, so Ben the Old Man say something.
Yeah, man, y'all already know, man, it's me, been the old man. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm from the old school. And yeah, man, let's just go ahead and get into this, young man. But yeah, so yeah, we on our little routine thing. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Back to you, bro, man, 2.0 BO.
Y'all, so pretty much on the previous chapter that we read, which was pretty much chapter 10, apparently, what was it? It was something. Okay, yeah, so pretty much, Weiss had took Ruby Rose and Kale with her to talk about something, or to meet somebody important or something like that. And that's when Winter had pulled up, which is basically Weiss's sister. And yeah, she gave a hug and junk, and Weiss pretty much introduced Winter to Kale and to Kale and yeah, two to Kale. I mean, not two to Kale. I don't know why I said to Kale. This is not no sign of the Hedgehog. Like, what the world is I'm thinking?
Like, for real, bro. Like, this is not like to kill the echidna, bro. Like, come on now. Like, you gotta get right, man.
But yeah, so anyways though, right, y'all, like, yeah, so apparently, right, yeah, man, so pretty much, Weiss had introduced Winter, Weiss had introduced, Kale, and, Ruby Rose to Winter, and, yeah, and then next thing you know, that's when, Crow, shout outs to Chris, because he actually corrected me, when we had talked, after I did all my videos yesterday. Well, we talked, and he had said that, like, it's really called Crow, like, basically, the Q, like, when it's a Q and a R, like, together, it's gonna say, crow, it's gonna say that. Yeah, which, I already knew that, but it's like, I didn't know, like, if it was like that or not, so, I don't know, like, I ain't gonna say I already knew that, because I didn't already knew that. I kind of forgot that. Yeah. Yeah, some it's only like a small majority of things I be forgetting, like, you know what I'm saying, like at school and junk like that. That's from school and junk like that. That's something small, y'all. That ain't nothing that big. But yeah, so pretty much Crow, because I kept saying Roe on the previous junk, but his name is Crow. Shout outs to Chris for correcting me on that. But yeah, and he's the one that wrote the entire series of Ruby the Astral Hunter. And yeah, so yeah. So listen, y'all, listen. Now, Crow had pretty much walked up, and he had said, like, you know what I'm saying, well, look who it is, you know what I'm saying. And that's when Winter and Crow started, like, fighting each other. Like, they started fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had his weapon out. She had, like, her little sword out. The rapier or whatever it is. It's something like how Weiss got. It's something similar to what Weiss got. If y'all watch RWBY, y'all know what weapon I'm talking about. But and it's the one that Weiss got. But I think hers is like more, like a little bit more advanced, like at the beginning of the show, than Weiss's. But Weiss in the show eventually surpassed Winter. I know for a fact she surpassed Winter. Pretty much everybody in Like that's one thing I will say though with like the RWBY characters is that they do get stronger though. Even though the show is woke, they do get stronger though. Volume 9 Ruby Rose will probably beat the Ruby Rose at the beginning of the show. Even though I like the one from the beginning of the show better because they messed the character up in Volume 9. From what I heard. And I already knew that the show was woke because of what I had seen all the way up to Volume 8. Because after Volume 8, they took a long hiatus and then came back with Volume 9. And it was like, and at Volume 9, it was at like some type of, Chris had told me it was like, it's a different dimension or something. It was at a tree or something like that. It's like, and it seemed like they was just chilling or something from what I seen in the trailer. But I think it's more to it from what Chris told me. But, bro, I ain't even worried about the show, man. The show was just trash anyway. Like, Chris will agree that like, Chris, me and you can agree that RWBY is trash now. The real show is trash. Like, it's not good like how it used to be. Volume 1, 2, and 3 were like the best volumes. And that was when Monty was alive. After Volume 3, that's when Monty had died. And then when they made Volume 4, that's when the guy who was writing the stuff came up with his own ideas since Monty was dead. You know what I'm saying? The guy who created RWBY. So, yeah. It's stupid, man. I feel like, man, if the creator died, if you got a show running and the creator dies, bro, just end the show. Because most likely, if you don't do it right and you listen to like these woke old fans, like which he did, because a stupid writer listened to like them woke fans and made made Yang and Blake go together, which was stupid. But yeah. But anyway, though, right? Yeah. So getting back on topic, because I know I be ranting about that a lot. I just don't like the fact that even happened. That just should never happen. Cause Blake before that had a crush on a nigga named Sun. And this was during the time when Monty was alive. Like this nigga was like, I think it was in Volume 2 or Volume 3 or Volume 1. Basically Season 1 or Season 2 or Season 3. He was in one of those junks. And he appeared later on, but he didn't really appear like that no more. Cause it was Monty That's what Monty wanted him to be a main character, bro. You could tell by the way he appeared before, like that Monty wanted him to be a main character, like consistently there. Whenever like it's a last minute like trouble thing going on, he just pulled up. Cause he was OP. He was real OP. Like you could not whoop that nigga. Like he was just too OP. But yeah, and he's based off of Sun Wukong too. I could tell by the way he look, he's based off of Sun Wukong. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they do bring him back like later on in the series, if they do keep going on with it, which I don't want them to keep going on with RWBY. They already done ruined it enough. But if they do, they gonna have to make him like busted. Cause if he's based off of Sun Wukong, man, he can't be up there like still like how he is in at the beginning of the show, which he was already OP at the beginning of the show. It's just that he gonna have to be busted if they bring him back, if he's gonna be quote unquote based off of Sun Wukong. And he is based off of Sun Wukong. But anyway, back to what I was saying though, right? Crow, Weiss, and Crow and Winter was up there fighting, and next thing you know, that's when Professor Ozpin had pulled up. Yeah, Professor Ozpin had pulled up, and Glenda. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much, y'all. I already mentioned them two before. Like I think on the previous videos back, they was at the podium and junk, announcing teams and junk. But anyway, yeah, them same people had pulled up. Glenda and Professor Ozpin, and next thing you know, they took Winter and Crow into like a room like into like a meeting room with Professor Ozpin and the rest of like the people that's in there, and they was talking about like, hey, look, man, like it's gonna be like this people that's gonna be attacking, and we got to use like our army and jump, but dude, like Crow was saying that like they don't need to like try to do whatever they trying to do because it's gonna alert like the enemy, and the enemy just gonna attack all the whole military and basically just gonna take over. You know what I'm saying? He was basically he was being, I ain't gonna lie, dude was being like was being all like, y'all you know how like I don't use for example a character that he acts like in this chapter. Y'all know how like Shadow be acting, where like if you don't listen to him, he be like, whatever then. Like he's saying whatever or something like that. Like that's how Crow was acting, basically. He was acting like this, basically. That's a good comparison. He was acting like that. When they wasn't listening to him. Like he was saying like, alright, Ozpin, don't be crying when sis thing happen or something like that. That's what he was saying. And Professor Ozpin had said that's why we gonna hope that it doesn't happen. Let's just hope that it doesn't happen. That's basically what he was saying. And when he was saying that, right, y'all? When he was saying that, that's when like the whole meeting had ended, and Weiss and like meanwhile Weiss and Rose and Ruby Rose and Kale were up there trying to figure out what the world like is the meeting about, cause they on the outside. They ain't even in like the meeting room. They on the outside talking to each other, so they don't know what's going on. And Kale had said whatever they talking about is something serious. That's what he said. And then that's when it just talked about the sky and stuff like that. Yeah, y'all know how books be like. But this was the AI, like, you know, Chris uses AI, but yeah, like it be painting the scenery, so yeah, but yeah, it was talking about the skies and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, that was pretty much it. On like that previous chapter. And now we're pretty much about to go like into chapter 11. And yeah, man, like yeah. Now, Chris, I know it's some stuff that I missed that was on the previous chapter that I didn't mention. But, bro, I'm trying to skim through this real quick, man. We ain't trying to go through, like, no long explanation, man. You know, you see what I'm saying? Like, we ain't trying to go through, like, no long explanation, man. Because this video will last too long, man. Like,
man, the video gonna last too long, man. Like, you can't be doing that, man. Like, for real, like.
Yeah, the video gonna last too long. So, yeah. That's why we gotta speed. That's why I had to speed that junk up, like when we was talking about that junk. But anyway, though, right? Yeah. So now we're pretty much on chapter 11. So yeah. So Ben the old man, is you ready? Like,
yeah, man, I'm ready, man. Go ahead and read, man. Like, we gotta go ahead and get into this, man. Go ahead and read.
All right. So yeah. We about to go ahead and read the chapter. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So, all right, chapter 11. The final decision. The roaring cheers of the Coliseum began to die down as the double matches concluded, replaced by the buzzing anticipation for the solo rounds. Back in the waiting room, Team Kale sat in a loose circle deliberating their strategy for the next phase. So we're through doubles, Arden said, drumming. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me reread that, y'all. Hold on. All right. So we're through doubles, Arden said, drumming his fingers on his dust catalyst. Now it's all about picking the right people for solos. Who's ready to throw their hat in the ring? Before anyone could answer, the door opened and Team RWBY entered. RWBY was the first to step in, her silver eyes sparkling with enthusiasm. Weiss, Blake, and Yang followed, each carrying their own air of quiet determination. We thought we'd stop by, RWBY said, cheerful. Figure you guys might be planning your lineup for the solo rounds too. Kale nodded. We are. And let me guess. You're here to figure out the same thing? Yang smirked. Bingo. Also, I wanted to see what kind of competition we're up against. Lyra raised an eyebrow, a slight smirk tugging at her lips. Sizing us up already? Confident much? Always, Yang replied, cracking her knuckles. Ruby stepped forward, waving her hands to cut off the banter. Let's be real here. This next round is gonna be intense. We don't know who will fight who, but we need to make sure we're ready for anything. Blake crossed her arms. It's not just about strength. It's about adaptability. One-on-one fights can get unpredictable fast. Weiss nodded, her expression calm and composed, which is why Team RWBY needs someone with precision and skill for the first match. Yang, you've got brute force, but you tend to act reckless. Yang shrugged, her trademark grin unfazed. Reckless or not, I'm still the best bet to handle who's ever up first. Bring on the challenge. Kale exchanged glances with his team. We're still figuring out who will take the first match for Team Kale. It depends on who we're up against. At that moment, the announcer's voice crackled over the loudspeakers, pulling everyone's attention. Attention teams. The first matches of the solo bracket are as follows. Yang of Team RWBY versus Mercury Black of Team BRU. I would say bronze. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce it. You gonna have to hey Chris, you gonna have to let me know in the comment section down below how to pronounce BRNS. I mean not BRNS, but BRNZ. Like how do you pronounce like that team? Like it's too many teams, man, with like these letters and stuff, man. Like to be honest with you, but it's alright though. But like this, just tell me how to pronounce it, man. But yeah. Alright, it says right here, and Amber of Team Kale versus Sun Wukong of Team SSSN. That's the dude I was talking about though. Like when I was mentioning before earlier in the video, Sun Wukong, the guy like with the tail, like that's the monkey dude, like they had a crush on Blake, yeah. Well, yeah, that's the one who Blake should have ended up with. That's the one who Blake should have ended up with in RWBY. I don't know why they made her end up with some Yang. That was stupid. Anyway, the room fell silent for a moment. The announcement settling in. Yang grinned, her fists ablaze with excitement. Looks like I get to wipe the floor with Mercury. This is gonna be fun. Amber, on the other hand, narrowed her eyes, her usual fiery demeanor taking on a more focused edge. Son, huh? Guess I'll get to see if all that monkey business translates to real skill. Lyra smirked. He's tough, Amber. Don't underestimate him. Wouldn't dream of it, Amber said, her crimson eyes glowing faintly. Ruby clapped her hands together. All right, Yang, you've got this. And Amber, good luck out there. Son's no pushover. Kale placed a hand on Amber's shoulder. Remember, stick to your strengths. Use your flames to keep him at a distance if he tries to close in. Amber nodded. Don't worry, I've got a plan. The teams filed out of the waiting room toward the arena. Yang and Amber exchanged a nod, each stepping into their respective tunnels leading to the combat floor. The announcer's voice boomed again, hyping up the crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare for an explosive start to the solo rounds. First up, Yang versus Mercury Black. I don't be saying like her last name. I'm gonna let you know right now. I don't be saying like her Zane and Long. I don't be using. I just be calling her Yang. So yeah, I skipped over like them last names. But yeah, I don't be saying. I don't be trying to like know her full name. I just once I say Yang, that's good enough for me, bro. Just to let you know, Chris. So yeah. But yeah, alright. So Yang strode onto the stage, her usual swagger amplified by the deafening cheers of the audience. Across from her, Mercury wore a cocky grin, his stance loose and confident. Kale and the others watched from the sidelines, their attention divided between Yang's match and Amber's upcoming fight. Lyra nudged Kale. Think Yang's got this? She's got the firepower, but Mercury's no slouch. It'll come down to who can outsmart the other, Kale replied, his eyes locked on the arena. And next, prepare yourselves for a fiery clash. Amber of Team Kale versus Sun Wukong of Team SSSN. Amber licked. Hold on, wait a minute. Oh yeah, there you go. Alright. I said licked. Hold up, pause. Hold on. What the world?
Talking about some Amber leaked. Like, what the world is you talking about, bro? Like,
nah, bro, I messed up because like it's a sentence below that says flames licking. That's why I messed around and said Amber leaked instead of saying Amber stepped. Like, well, I mean, ain't no pause about that because it's a girl, but still though, like, I don't know why I said Amber leaked though.
Like for real, man. Like, what the world is you? Like, come on, man. Like, but yeah, alright. But yeah, I understand. No, I understand. No, for real, I understand. No.
Yeah, but alright, let me get back. Let me get back to the reading. No, wait a minute. Okay, alright. Alright, let me get back to reading. Amber stepped onto her platform, flames licking at her fingertips as she met Sun's playful smirk. He twirled his staff casually, the glow of his aura shimmering faintly in the sunlight. Hope you're ready, hotshot, Sun called, his voice light but confident. Amber smirked back. You'd better be ready to burn. As the matches began simultaneously, that's what it is, simultaneously. Let me go back. As the matches began simultaneously, the crowd's energy soared, the arena coming alive with a whirlwind of dust-fueled combat. Kale clenched his fists, his focus unwavering. The solo rounds were just beginning, but they already promised to be unforgettable. Alright. So that's pretty much the end of chapter what is it? Chapter chapter 11. So so let me give my thoughts on like the chapter. Alright, so my thoughts on this chapter. I ain't gonna lie though, like this jump right here is fire, Chris. Cause most likely you are watching this video. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, this jump right here is fire though, man. I like the fact that like they about to get ready to fight. The team that the nigga named Son is from, that I told you that should have been with Blake, which me and you both can agree Son should have been with Blake. But anyway, in the actual canon. Now I already know what's gonna happen in your series. It ain't gonna be like how it is with RWBY. So I'm glad your series ain't like that. But yeah, it's gonna turn out differently. But anyway, look. Yeah. But anyway, right, yeah, I do like the fact that like that like the nigga's son comes in, you know what I'm saying, and like he's introduced. Yeah. And his name is actually Sun Wukong, which I think I did say, I think at the beginning, I might have said at the beginning of this video that his name was Sun Wukong, but I did say Sun though, I know for a fact. But yeah, on the difference is his name don't his name don't got like no O on it. See, Sun Wukong, like the character that we all know that's like OP, that's not from RWBY. His is spelled SON, but this nigga right here, his junk is spelled SUN basically. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. For those who know Sun Wukong, like the real Sun Wukong that's not from RWBY, like the blacksmith, like, you know what I'm saying, not blacksmith, but like Sun Wukong, the video game, and Chinese mythology and stuff like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think his name is spelled SONWUKONG. But this one right here is spelled SUNWUKONG. That's what his junk is spelled. But anyway, correct me if I'm wrong, no, Chris, and correct me if I'm wrong, viewers who know about the Chinese mythology behind the real Sun Wukong. But that's from the video game, and that's from Chinese mythology. But anyway, yeah, but anyway though, right, yeah, I do like the fact that like Sun Wukong is introduced, like the nigga I was telling you that should have been with Blake. That should have been with Blake. Yeah, I was about to say Blaze. And yeah, like I do like the fact that Mercury Black is introduced. Yeah, to be honest, I don't really know who Mercury Black is. You probably gonna look at me like I'm crazy. I don't remember half of like the characters. I only remember what's her name, Penny the robot, who's basically supposed to be based off of Pinocchio, which I looked up. She is based off of Pinocchio because every time she lies, she sneezes. I feel like it's the same as Pinocchio, but it's not, cause Pinocchio, like his nose like grows long and jump. But yo, he don't sneeze, his nose just grow long every time he lie. But yeah, like, and another thing too is that yeah. So yeah, and I do like the fact that Sun Wukong is introduced, and you know what I'm saying, I do like the little rivalry between Lyra and Yang, when she had said, when Lyra had said, "Hey, you sizing us up, are you? Like sizing us up already?" Like that joke was fire though. But yeah, for now, no, I need to like have like the phone in my hand with me instead of like so I can kind of remember like what happened and junk like that. But yeah, y'all, yeah, and Chris, that's pretty much it. I do like the fact that, like, you know what I'm saying, Sun Wukong and Mercury Black and who else? It was Ember and oh yeah, and Yang. They all gonna fight. So yeah, but Yang gonna go up against Mercury Black, and Amber is gonna go up against Sun Wukong. Yeah, now I already know who gonna win out of Amber and Sun Wukong. Like, yeah. All I gotta say is it's not gonna be no easy fight for Amber. It's gonna be harder for Amber than what it is for Yang, in my opinion, because that nigga Sun Wukong from RWBY, he got some of the. He's kind of similar to the real Sun Wukong from the mythology. He kind of similar to him, but the only difference is he don't have like the clones. He don't got like all that extra OP stuff that like the real Sun Wukong got. But yeah, but he's still OP though in RWBY. Yeah, early RWBY now, early RWBY, but well, I would say RWBY entirely. In RWBY entirely, he's probably just OP. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, but I think he's like OP just entirely like in RWBY, period. But yeah, yeah. See, that's pretty much all I gotta say, man. I get like this chapter 10 out of 10, man. I get this chapter 10 out of 10, and yeah, man. So been the old man. State your thoughts, man. State your thoughts, bro. Like, state your thoughts.
Alright, so my thoughts, man. I know y'all get sick and tired of me saying this, but I do have to agree with Bro Man 2.0, man. Like, it's really nothing wrong with like this chapter, man. Like, everything is just right. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, and I ain't gonna lie too. I be forgetting like how to pronounce them teams. Like that SSS, something that team that Sun Wukong is from. I don't even know how to pronounce that joint. So, yeah, man. Now, Junifer, correct me if I'm wrong, Junifer is the one with John in it, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong, Chris. Cause see, this been an old man talking. But also correct, Bro Man 2.0, cause we both think that it was Junifer that you said. Yeah, Junifer that you said that like the team that John is from. To be honest, we really don't, bruh. As long as we get the letters right, that's the main thing, man. At this point, cause it's hard to like pronounce like these teams, man. These teams, you will tell us how to pronounce it, and when you look at like it don't look like how it's pronounced. Like, RWBY is easy because it's the title of the show, right? So it's like it's gonna be more easier than the other teams to remember. We just at this point we should just call them, since we be forgetting when you be telling us, we should just call them the letters at this point. Except for Team RWBY and except for Team KO. But the rest of them teams, we just gonna call it the letters, man. We just gonna call it the letters, bro, cause at this point. But correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's like Junifer. You said that like the team is called Junifer that John is from. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but yeah, at this point, man, we don't even care like on the pronunciation of the other teams, man. All we just know is that Team SS something is what Sun Wukong is. We don't have to know like as long as we getting the letters right, people gonna know what we talking about, man, in the RWBY community, man. At this point, like,
yeah, man. As long as we getting the letters right, that's the main thing. Like,
yeah, like that's the main thing, man. Like, that's the main thing. But yeah, though, man, I gotta agree with Bro Man 2.0, man. Like, now sometimes I be having my own opinions separate from Bro Man 2.0, but like for the most part, man, on this, I gotta agree with Bro Man 2.0, man. I gotta agree with Bro Man 2.0. Now, if it comes to like games and stuff that's like hard and junk, I know how to play. Bro Man 2.0 don't really know how to play like games like they got like the down for back zero WWW. Like he don't know how to like do that stuff. I know how to do that stuff. So when it comes out to stuff like that, I mean he knows some down forward stuff too, which you already know that because you played the game with him before, Chris. So you know that he knows how to do down forward and stuff like that. But I'm way more skillful than probably both of y'all combined. Like when it comes down to like me knowing like how to like do like a move on the character or something like that in like a game or something like that. But that's like really hard and complex to learn. Yeah, cause see I got every single game, you know what I'm saying, in the vault. I got every single fighting game. But yeah, I'm just getting off topic, man. But look, listen. Let me tell you something. Jump 5, you know what I'm saying? I got a group Bro Man 2.0. This junk is a 10 out of 10. It's really nothing wrong with this story, man. It's really nothing wrong with like this chapter. And yeah, man, and it's good that like you was the AI that you was using, you was checking on and making sure that everything. Hold on. Checking on everything to make sure everything alright to jump. But yeah, I had to put your junk on the charger, man, cause I don't want your junk to go dead, bro, for real. Like,
It's a good thing you did, man, cause my junk was like on 1%. Like, golly.
yeah, man, like it's a good thing that I did do that junk up for real. But yeah, like I said before, man, look, I got a group of Bro Man 2.0, man. It's a 10 out of 10, man. It's a 10 out of 10. And yeah, man, we about done with like this chapter. I mean with this book, cause with book 1, cause we got like one more chapter to read, right, Bro Man 2.0?
Yeah, we got one more chapter to read, and then that's it. That's the end of the book. Cause after this, once it be on chapter 12, chapter 12 is gonna be what like they're gonna be doing all their fights and stuff like that. And I'm guessing like Chris, like they both of these fights are gonna wrap up on like the next chapter, hopefully, because this is book 1. So if it's this book 1, and all this stuff should be wrapped up on book 1, and book 2 should just be something totally different. Hopefully that's the case. But yeah, though, yeah, and even if it ain't, man, like still, like we got some other books to read. So yeah, man. But yeah, we about done with the book, man. We about done with the book. It made me want to go on ahead and read the next chapter today, but I'm not gonna do it though. I gotta go on my routine, man. The final chapter that we'll read, which is basically like chapter 12, which is the next chapter, which is the last chapter of like book 1. We'll read that junk tomorrow. So but yeah, we is almost done though, for real, like for real.
Yeah, like we almost done now for real, man. Like with this book now, with book 1 we almost done. We got like 3 more books to go. So yeah, man. So we haven't forgot, Chris, if you up there wondering. Nah, y'all got 3 more books to go, but we already know that, man. You already told Bro Man 2.0 everything behind the scenes, so he already knows about the 4 books. But which you already know that too. But I'm just saying. But this is me, bro. This is me, not bro, but been the old man talking. So yeah, man. But yeah, man. That's pretty much it, man. My thoughts is the same that with Bro Man 2.0s, and yeah, man, I gotta agree it's a 10 out of 10. Yeah, man, I'm about to hit my loud outro. See y'all, peace in the air. Been no man now. But yeah.
Y'all, so that's pretty much Bro Man 2, not Bro, I don't know why I said Bro Man. I am Bro Man 2.0. But I meant to say that's been the old man's thoughts. So I'm about to go ahead and do my live outro. So y'all, if y'all new to this channel, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the little notification bell when y'all hit all on it. so I don't get every notification I want to upload. And also, if y'all want to read like this book for y'allself, if y'all want to read book, if y'all want to read Ruby the Astral Hunter book 1 for y'allself, I would suggest y'all click the link in the description down below. Yeah, and also if y'all want to subscribe to Christopher Taylor's channel, which is the nigga who wrote this book, which is pretty much my homie. I suggest y'all see the link in the description down below. It will say the writer of this book, and like it will have like Ed Christopher Taylor, something like that. It'll be like his. Y'all know how like y'all tag somebody in the jug, it be an email or something. That's basically like that. It will say like Ed Christopher Taylor. Y'all click that, it will just take y'all straight to his channel, man. He be doing spoof stuff on there, which I should have told y'all like what type of content he be doing. He did some type of spoof junk. I ain't really into that junk. I think that is cringe, but yeah, I ain't trying to throw like no hate or anything. I just gotta speak my truth, Chris. I just think that it's cringe. I don't really like that type of content, like, but. Yeah, man. Yeah, and that's not the only thing he's gonna do. Cause since he's done with, cause I already told y'all he's done with every book, and actually I did an interview with him. It's alright, but I'm probably gonna have to redo the interview with him because like apparently, for some reason, like the audio was messed up, but I don't know. I might just leave the interview as it is. I might not do another interview. I might not do a retake of the interview. I might just leave the interview as it is, even though the audio is messed up. Cause like it kept messing up on the mic and stuff like that. And shout outs to Chris's homie named Nuke. And he's also a YouTuber too. Yeah, he's also a YouTuber too. Yeah, and yeah, and I think I'm actually subscribed to dude. Yeah, I'm actually subscribed to dude. But yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah, man. But yeah. Anyway, though, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and end this video. So yes. See y'all. Peace and from at 2.0 out. We